Hi, Rosemount. This is Miss Hanson. I am one of your school counselors at Rosemount High School, and myself, along with Mr. Simney, wanted to take some time during your advisory today to speak with you about emotional health. Emotional health is something that ebbs and flows throughout our lifetime. There are different times in our lives because of various circumstances. We are going to feel more stress, more anxiety, or more worry. We recognize that with everything going on in the world right now, and with this shift to another new model of learning, this may be causing some of our students some extra stress as we adjust again, as well as our staff and our families. And so we thought this was the perfect time to just come on here, speak with you a little bit about ways to just take care of ourselves. And then we wanted to make sure to share some resources with all of you. We may not be in the same building right now. We are certainly missing not seeing your faces every day, but we are still here for you and want you to know we're here to support you through this time. So I'm going to share a couple of resources, and then I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Simney, who is our social worker at Rosemount High School, and then we'll have some resources that will also be in a printout form that you can have for home. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I want to play a video for you, actually. This is from a website called Change to Chill. I'm just going to move my paper here. And Change to Chill is a website by Allina Health and Clinics. So it's a local hospital system here in Minnesota. And they have created this website specifically for teens and for parents to have resources as well around emotional health and mental health. There's an activities tab, which is a place you might want to check out. The link to this site will be in Mr. Simney's handout as well. There are different chill breaks and different movements. There's action guides, there's chiller challenges. Activities and tools is probably a spot you might want to take a peek at as well. So there are things you can do at home in your own space to just work on handling and coping with stress and different feelings as they come up. What I want to do right now is play a video for you in their video series called Coping with Change. This is a video that was actually created in March when the first stay-at-home order happened and the pandemic was really starting to rise here in the United States. It's actually created with teens in it and giving ideas and tips for how they coped during that time with distance learning and everything that was happening. So seems like a good time to play it and have you guys watch it. And so I'm just going to get that started. Then I'm going to show you something else when that's over.
"2020 has been a year of massive change. A global pandemic and quarantine forced us inside. Events around the world were canceled. Then protests and civil unrest throughout the U.S. Cities and states struggling to deal with police brutality and racism. All these events can turn your world upside down. It can leave you struggling to feel normal and at peace. We talked to teens with the Change to Chill program to get their perspective and hear what they are doing to cope.
Thinking back to March when the whole pandemic started, I didn't know how to feel at the time. I didn't know if I was overreacting or underreacting or even reacting in the right way.
One day I am enjoying this newfound time, and the next day I feel depressed and angry that I can't go out, I'm unable to meet with people. My mood would change drastically on a day-to-day basis. And
some people are really anxious about it, some people are not anxious at all, and we're all kind of going through this together, and it's different for everyone.
Our first tip, still do you. Sometimes when we get wrapped up in big emotions and big events, we forget the things that are important to keep us centered. Like making good food for ourselves, taking time in nature, getting regular sleep, getting some exercise, and making a routine.
So I made a routine that included watering my plants, reading a book, studying, and tutoring. I also scheduled virtual meetings and calls with friends and other people to get some social interaction.
To develop a routine for the day, I have a plan for the day, I stick to the plan, and every single day just get past, get all my stuff done. It has helped me not stress out, help me understand what I was doing, help me process everything that's going on.
Eating, I got really creative. I had more time to cook, so I made fried rice one day, and well, that's probably not very creative, but for me it was new to cook my own stuff and not just grab leftovers out of the refrigerator. And
I feel like when you're in nature, you have more time to relax, especially just being by yourself in nature, because there's just so many sounds and different things to look at besides looking at a screen or looking at your TV or computer.
Summer days, it was so nice to go out and get some fresh air, get just the feeling of being free when you're not free, if that makes sense.
Exercise was something I think I took for granted before because I had a schedule for it and I had a time built in for it. And it took me a little bit to realize how much physical activity really matters to me and really helps me.
Our next tip: focus on things that matter and things you can control. You can even make a list of things that worry you that you cannot control. Those things are still valid, but if you can't personally change them, you can't drain your energy worrying about them. Focus on things you can control and pour your energy into making those things great.
The way I coped with it was I applied things I've went through in the past to this and things I've had to cope with that were changing. I just had to remember that change is inevitable and to worry about what I can control instead of what I cannot control, because worrying about something I have nothing to do with is not going to help me at all.
My mom and I went through a bunch of breathing exercises just so that I can calm down when I am stressed and things like that. So right before I go to bed, I do this 5-6-5 breathing exercise. So it's 5 seconds of breathing in, 6 seconds of holding in, 5 seconds of breathing out. So that helped a lot too.
I mostly try to keep myself busy and distracted, but always make time to meditate. Spending some time visualizing a better future and positively reinforcing myself to keep that peace flowing.
Our last tip: feel all the feelings. Lately, you have probably experienced a lot of emotions, some good and some bad. The thing about emotions, when we don't acknowledge them, they don't go away. They demand to be felt. So let yourself feel what you are feeling. Take time to let the emotion flow through you, whatever it is. Then ride the wave of emotion and let it come and go.
Another thing I've been focusing on is journaling every day. I've journaled 60 pages now just because I love writing, and it's helped a lot because you get your feelings down on paper and you can look back at them and see that that's how you were feeling, and you can analyze your feelings for the future and how you can do better at that.
Okay, so thanks for taking the time to watch that. I hope that was some helpful tips for you guys. Next, I want to show you where you can schedule an appointment. The counseling department is here for you during this time. We have made it as easy as possible to make an appointment with your counselor, even though you're not in the building, or anyone in the services department here. So if you are on the Rosemount homepage, okay, and then you are going to go over to the Families tab, and under Families is the counseling page. When you click on the counseling page, okay, there's a lot of good information here. Make sure you're checking it out. When you click on this, when you scroll down, you are going to see pictures of the high school counseling staff. So each of our pictures, above each picture, it is going to show who the counselor works with. So Miss Boldus, for example, works with students with the last names A through CH. where Mr. Desjardins then picks up with the last name CI and goes through HAI. Okay. Ms. Boldus also works with foreign exchange students. So you're going to see some things such as AVID, like Mr. Ostis works with AVID 12 and EL. Okay. So we have Ms. Boldus, we have Mr. Desjardins, we have Ms. Martinson. Okay. And then Mr. Ostis, myself, and Miss Benson, and then Mr. Terry are the school counselors. All right. And then Mr. Simney is our high school social worker who is going to talk with you next, right after I show you how to schedule an appointment. So I'm just going to go to my tab here. If you, under all of our pictures, there's a link that says schedule an appointment. Our phone numbers are here as well, and you can click a link right here to email us if you want. If you want to speak with us, this is going to be the easiest way to do it. You can schedule an appointment by clicking on this. It's going to bring you to a Calendly link, which is linked to our calendars at Rosemount. And you can schedule an appointment to speak about school, current classes, classes you're thinking about taking in the future, making a plan, work completion, organization, any of those kinds of topics. You can schedule an appointment to talk about post-high school plans. You can schedule an appointment because you want to speak with somebody privately and confidentially about the things we're speaking about today, about emotional support. So you just click here. And that's going to take you to our calendars. So you can see on my calendar that this week, right, what I have available. So it's showing up in circles if there's appointments available on that day. So if I just click on the 18th, you can see that there's a 2 o'clock and a 2:30 currently available. If you click on the 2:30, click confirm. Here's where you just fill it out. So you can fill out your name, you can fill out your email. Okay, you would click preferably Zoom if you're able to, because it's nice for us to be able to communicate face-to-face without mask via a Zoom. And then you can fill out anything you want us to know about the appointment. It's up to you whether you do, what your graduation year is, and the reason for scheduling the appointment. And then you just click schedule an event. And when you do that, then the calendar will send you an invitation to Zoom, and it puts it on our calendar as well. So it's as easy as that. All right, I am going to turn it over to Mr. Simney now, and I'm going to let him walk you through some other things around emotional wellness and coping. Thank you for letting us come on here today. I hope your first few days of virtual Zoom learning have gone okay. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.